Let's see if I can see it. There we go. Hello, welcome YouTube. Welcome everybody guys from YouTube. We are already starting here. Just a quick introduction for you as well. We are going to practice because in less than 24 hours, part of Exile 1 will release with a new expansion, 3.26 Secrets of the Atlas. And what we can do 24 hours before, from tomorrow we're going to be playing the game a lot. So tonight we're going to get some ideas together to how to start as a complete beginner from Act 1 on the beach, and with the class that probably is going to be played a lot tomorrow, which is Marauder, since props to Fabgan, the content creator on Twitch and YouTube that is actually bringing this popularity. Volcanic Fisher's Linking is gonna probably be one of the best, if not the best, skill to play. So this is why we're getting there. Let me check a couple of things and we're ready to go. Let me check a couple of things and here we go. I want to make sure that because of the advertising on Twitch sometimes can be pretty annoying for people that want to come and watch. I want to make sure that everybody is here. I will run 3 minutes about at the moment, real quick, so that we can then have a good experience everybody together. So be right back while the ads are going, and then we start the leveling with Marauder. Don't go away. We're gonna make it happen. Why is it so long? Alright, let's get it started in the meantime. So, as I said, I'm gonna go with Marauder. I remember everybody that is a completely new player. Once tomorrow the league will be available, you will have, together with this standard option, you will have a new league like the Secret of the Atlas, probably here. And you can select from here, just instead of standard, you will have to select this banner. No, do not select any of the options that will be also here, Hardcore, Slow Self-Found, or Ruthless. Do not do that. I'm gonna go Slow Self-Found for now, just because this character is a one-shot. It will be deleted probably in a few minutes. So, yeah, do not select anything and just click OK. And then you will have to choose one of these characters. As I said, if you don't want to play Marauder, you can play Witch, Duelist, Ranger, Shadow, or Vampire if you're a completely new player. If you have also just completed the campaign once and maybe you are a returning player, you probably will have also the Ascendant, but that's not a given. The Silent. Oh, the Ascendant. Oh, the Silent. That becomes an Ascendant. Sorry. Nice hats, by the way. Anyway, we're gonna go for the Marauder. We're gonna check how powerful this guy really is. As I already said, I don't want to... Well, maybe we can still see how chill we can play with the timer without speed running it. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna activate live speed, but this is not gonna be a speed run. It's gonna be just a simple, normal run. Alright, so here we go. Time is up. We rise up, we get the first weapon. As I explained already, okay, let me fix the volume right. I'm already a plate vest. This is actually something we cannot use at the moment, and I will explain you why in a second. But let me put the volume of the game up. Actually fix it from here because sometimes it's too loud. Should be okay. All right. So, as I said, yeah. Tip is the option I take from the game here. The option game, there is an auto keep option right behind my camera. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can move myself. And there's Peter. Yeah, right here. So the auto keep is an option that you can activate, and so that the first item of each category you find is gonna be auto keep to yourself. So the first weapon, for example. That can be useful, but in some cases it can also be a little bit... it could be something you don't want to do. So it's up to you guys. It depends what you prefer. Alright, let me read over my OBS so that we can actually see some lights in this place. Time is already going. We're gonna try to go as fast as we can. We equip our first gem in our drift to club, and we found our first support. Support added, ruthless support, that's different from the ranger one. This one every third attack, supported skill, melee attack deal ruthless blow. Ruthless blow with supported skill deals 70% more melee damage. Ruthless blow with supported skill deals 70% more damage with ailments caused by melee hits. So the gameplay with this is gonna be in melee. We hit once, we hit twice, and the third one will have a major hit. Now, as I already explained, you can kill every monster on the beach if you want. Not too much of a deal, but everybody that has experience, they most likely will skip every monster, and they will just go and meet the big boy Hillock, our new best friend. And this guy is kind of tough, if you don't know what he does, but as you can see, he can be actually stunned. Another great feature of this game, part of Exile 1, you can apply some specific statuses to bosses, like some bosses can be frozen, some bosses can be stunned, and that's pretty cool. Not every game has this option. I don't know what is happening with my movement. Yeah, I know what is happening with my movement. It's the thing that I said yesterday. Remember, the first thing, even before picking up the Driftwood Club once you start playing, and this is super important for melee, do not leave the auto attack on the left mouse button. That's gonna make you cry, trust me. That's what was happening right there. I was trying to move around the boss, but because the boss has his own hitbox, with left click, what happened is that actually I was attacking the boss, so I was not moving away to avoid his blows, but I was literally going in front of it to take them all on my chin. I think we're gonna go this way. So melee physical damage. I took ground slam, so we change heavy strike for ground slam. We have also a shield, but we're not gonna keep it. Like we're not gonna keep as well the armor set. Why? This is the min-max thingy. Actually, I have two. I just realized. This is a min-max thingy. We do not equip that because it's slightly more speed in order to run through this zone pretty much without attacking anybody. As you can see, my ground slam is right now equipped on right click on my mouse, and I am trying to get through this zone without dying. If I am surrounded by monsters, yes, of course, I'm gonna shoot at them. So yeah, I will still fight if I have to, but if I can just get through without anybody attacking me and without dying, I'm most likely just going through without attacking anyone. Why? Because it's faster, and it's simply faster not to stop, keep running, and trying to get to the waypoint and then into the next zone, as I already showed in my other video, and I'm not gonna show it now, so please go check the first video of the playthrough with Ranger. We avoided one of the most dangerous rare monsters. Hold on, sorry guys, need to check something. Sorry guys, 1 second, let me... Okay, I think something message that I received, it's quite important. Yeah, I'm having some work stuff that I just arrived and I need to check that. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just fixing some stuff. Should be fine. Sorry for this wait. As I was saying, there is a monster in the previous zone that we just lost that we want to avoid at all costs because it's a pain in the ass, particularly at the beginning. And now we enter into the mud flats, which is arguably the most dangerous zone in the whole part of Exile, relatively to the power we are having at this point in the game. Unless you are on your second character of the league, so with some unique items or some twink gear, pretty much this zone at league start is going to be painful for most new players. As you can see, these roas, these animals that are around me are called roas, and they have the bad habit of charging towards your character to kill you. Now, at this point, we can actually keep, I'm not probably gonna do it now, we can actually keep, actually, this is nice. We're gonna keep our plate vest, one is more than enough, we don't need two. And we're gonna keep the plate vest because in case they try to charge me, I will have at least some more defenses to tank their hit. Since we need to pick up those quest items, and while I'm picking those, they might decide just to off-screen start running towards me. That could be pretty bad. Now, what are we trying to do in this first part of the game with MordredOG? As you can see, I am dual wielding two one-handed maces, and at the moment, for now, we are okay. We don't need too much. We got a super lucky Quicksilver drop. I'm going to explain in a little bit. But yeah, we're just swinging with what we have. Not a big deal. But what we want to find potentially, and maybe it's not important to do it now, but it's good to start trying to look for through some visit to the town of vendors and killing monsters. What we really want is finding a two-handed weapon. Potentially a two-handed mace would be nice, because with a two-handed mace we're going to be able to later on deal way more damage compared to the dual wielding. For now it's okay because we don't have a lot of attack speed, so actually the two-handed weapon will not feel okay. So if you find a two-handed weapon before or at this point, do not equip it. I advise just to keep the one-handed dual wield, or if you even prefer, you can go one-handed and a shield. It's going to take probably a little bit longer for you to kill monsters, but it's going to be safer because you will have more defenses. Now, we found all the three items we need. I was trying to kill this guy because I want to see if I can drop a two-handed weapon early, but apparently not. Also, after we reviewed yesterday some of the characteristics of the mercenaries, we need to take into account that tomorrow most players might not. Most experienced player might just skip the whole thing. I am kind of thinking about stopping in the first zone to try and check these new mercenaries, because in theory we should be able to get every map, every zone that we explore, we should get at least one mercenary. And from what we have seen, this mercenary seems to be pretty good. And I'm talking about mercenary probably being able to carry your build through the game quite easily. So I am thinking about that, not completely sure if I'll be doing it. This shield charge is super important later on. Actually, we could. Nah, for now it's not worth it. We're gonna sell everything. And we have a Quicksilver, super early Quicksilver that Never happened, by the way. We put our points. Because in theory, now that we found that Quicksilver right here, we could also skip this area that is gonna reward us with the Quicksilver, which is super good for speed levelers. Imagine if one of these guys, these big guys tomorrow speed running, if they find the Quicksilver I just found, they will basically skip a full area, which is not that long, but it's gonna still be a couple of minutes for them. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to just skip it because we got lucky. And that's what I was talking about before. In this game, you start to appreciate, once you learn how people play about this game to be fast and efficient, start to appreciate this little thing like the RNG as well. Like this time, we were super lucky, I have to say. Now, I don't remember if we get also the movement skill from that quest. I think not. So we should be fine to keep going without that. We should be okay, just keep going with what we have. I'm not sure, but maybe I'm wrong. I think we can just go through this without movement skill. Because I think the movement skill, we get it on the ledge. We're gonna figure it out, because I've never done it with skills, so it might be that I'm wrong, and I actually have to go back. Now, usually at this point you put down a portal to come back for another quest in a separate area, but I don't have portals, so I cannot do that. Remember, if you don't have portals and you have a lot of you have a few scroll of wisdom, you can go to a vendor, sell a scroll of wisdom, and it's gonna reward you with a portal scroll. And vice versa. So it's kind of important that you keep at least abundance of one or one of the other one. And in your filter, in your loot filter, you should have prepared before the league start. When tomorrow NetherSync will announce that the loot filter is ready, everything will be in place for you. Like a few hours before league start, you will be able to create your own filter. I advise you, if you're not experienced, just to follow NetherSync basic filter on regular, and then bring it up to strict, and then uber strict only once you get deeper into maps after the campaign. But apart from that, just follow the filter that he has, and you will be completely fine, and you will avoid picking up every item in the game that is going to slow you down tremendously, and in particular all the items that are not for your class. You can select on the filter, if you're playing a melee class, you can select the option show me melee class related filter. You can choose a caster if you want to play a caster, you can choose bows if you want to play bow. So it's perfect, because even if you don't have experience with the game, the items you're gonna find from the generic filter are gonna be right for the class that you will choose to play. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I got the feeling though. It's not the feeling we want, but still it's thrilling this early. This is quite a lucky run, it seems. Yeah, now that I remember, I think I used to get... maybe I'm wrong. I have never played without doing that area, so I forget where I'm getting the movement skill from. Oh shit, how many... As you can see, this goatman can be kind of scary. But they're not really tough. They're just scary. So you can just kill them. If you can make it to run through them, just kill them. Now that we passed through the whole thing, and we see we should be able to get our movement skill after this zone, if I remember well. There is no quest in here, so you can basically run through. If you can make it to survive. No, I remember there was a movement skill at this point already, because I feel I'm super slow. Maybe I'm wrong, but I remember that was a movement skill. Anyway, use our push to trade our... This is what should not happen, and that happened only because I stopped. If I didn't stop, that would have been much better. And by the way, I was following the longer route, as you can see from the map. I would have actually gone through here faster. I'm taking on the wisdom scroll because, as I said, different from Exile 2. In here, we don't have the identify all item like in Exile 2. Maybe market will make this happen for everybody during the league. I hope so. I hope in some more quality of life happening later on. Finger crossed. But for now, wisdom scrolls are going to be used from now until the end game and beyond, because this is how Exile 1 works. So yeah, these flame guys are annoying as well. Not as the goatmen, but yeah, they can be tricky because they just stay behind you, they run behind you, and they just start melting you. Okay. Once you have a movement speed, this is gonna be so much better. So you're gonna figure this out if definitely in the next zone we're gonna have 1000% here in the climb, we're gonna get it. So we need to find our waypoint here and go back home. And if we don't have it, then I'm gonna go and do the other quest that I skipped. My god, my health is so low, it's absolutely terrible. Yeah, this was not the greatest showcase, I have to say. Sorry if I'm very rusty from not playing this game for a while. As you can see, everything in Exile can kill you, even if you have 8,000 hours of gameplay like myself. That said that, it's not an excuse, this shouldn't happen, but, well, I didn't have so much time to practice melee this league, so melee is definitely something that can be strong. But at the beginning, in the leveling process with MordredOG, early leveling can be a little bit annoying, let me tell you that. Of course, when you level up, your flask reset as well, so taking advantage of that at the moment. Let me go through. Trying to find the waypoint, because from the waypoint we can go back home, and then once we have our frost blink or leads them, we will see what we get. The game is gonna feel so much better. I think we're gonna get Leap Slam, right? But I can buy Frostbite afterwards. And another thing you will see, that's the waypoint. Let's start to run there. As you will see, I'm gonna keep both Frostblink and Leap Slam. Because the fastest we run, the best it is for us. We're gonna go for attack speed. I think we're gonna go for attack speed and then maybe physical damage and going to fight. So more attack speed as well. We still don't have it, so this is also for me a good rehearsal of the whole process. I'm gonna put the 3-link there and this 3-link here as well. I think nuking that, and this is going to give us a chromatic orb, which is going to be useful later on. What I want to do now, though, is we're not going to do that. The quick totem. So we have a few options, okay? Actually, our guild at the moment is pretty cool. As you can see, we have 3-link, 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 and 3-link, and we have it in different versions. 3 red, 2 red and 1 green, 2 red and 1 blue, and 2 red and 1 blue as well. So we could actually, this was a pretty good start. because now we have options to buy whatever gems we want, and basically with them, I think we can go, let me see, we can get blood and sand for sure. This one's gonna be an aura that we're gonna switch between one and the other one. When in the blood stance, we will get many skills, get more area damage and less area of effect. And when we are in sand stance, still will deal less area of effect and more damage area. So it's a cool buff that we can get. I really have a shield charge. The mid Vigilance Strike, Crashing Fist is full, but not for now. You could get also a totem, because with all the swords we have, we could get a totem that's gonna help us. Ruthless, we already have it. We'll put it here for now. I was looking for Bleed, but I think that's the gem we get from the quest. So actually, let's do that quest that we skipped before, and so this way we can. I forgot to do it the time. So let's do this quest that we skipped before, and this way we can check. No, still wait. We can check if we get the movement skill. I think that's pretty important. So yeah, I basically did something that wasn't supposed to be. I got excited for the Quicksilver flask, but Quicksilver is cool. As you can see, when I activate Quicksilver, I'm super fast with my 90s. But it's not just that. The movement skill, you will see how it will improve not only the quality of the speed run, but it will also improve your quality of life in general, because you'll be able to be faster and dodge attacks, run away from enemies way faster. Remember, for people coming from Exile 1, we don't have dodge roll in this game. So without dodge roll, in the meantime, you see how the koi totem is baiting this guy, which is also interesting because you can kill him while he is killing the other thing. So yeah, basically, as I said, we get flask and we get bleed. That is gonna be super important. Then now, I remember that we should get a shield now, because shield charge is gonna be pretty damn good. We didn't find the shield there, so we're gonna try to buy one. We'll go for this. Maybe this one is better rounded. Metal res, lightning res, not really important. Block recovery one. So I'm gonna keep the weapon for now, not in the second slot, because I'm looking also for the two-handed weapon, as I said. Actually, the stone axe could be cool. You see, from 6 to 8 damage, 12 to 20, 12 to 20 plus stimulation on enemy. This one is a one classification order. We don't have this money, so we're gonna go for this into the second slot, and we're gonna shield charge. You can swap from one loadout to the other one with X. Remember to sell your items. Every time you sell your items, you get some shard that we're gonna use later to craft, and it's super important with Marauder to craft your items, especially the weapon. Without crafting your weapon, your character will be super squishy. For now, I just took this shield charge, but we're gonna get also, as you can see, shield charge deals some damage already. So it's also an attack skill. It's not just a movement skill. It lets you go through enemies and deal damage to them as well. So it's pretty powerful, trust me. I think we will see how we're gonna fight this essence guy. Spider we will find in this zone. Because I'm thinking about my attack speed. If I switch to two-handed, the damage is higher, right? 46 DPS and 22 with the one-handed weapon. Problem is gonna be my movement speed, my attack speed, as you can see. So I prefer to keep it on one-handed for now. And the victory, flying. There's nothing here. Gonna take advantage of the quarry totem so that we can bait the monsters. We are level 7, so we are actually over level for the zone. The servers are being so bad since forever. I don't know why, but I hope they will fix it because we keep getting some crazy stuttering into the game sometimes, and I hope tomorrow we're not gonna have that. Let's try and swap into the blended. My god, this fucking movement every time. Blended does way more damage, of course. We found it unique as well. This run, boys. So this is the run. This means that tomorrow my RNG is gonna be super trash because I'm wasting all my RNG in this run. We found a unique ring. Let's see what unique ring we found. Holy, this is the run. I couldn't see this coming. Brothers Damning, this one gives me 30 mana, 20 intelligence, 13 to all resistances. This early, this is pretty good. And you can apply an additional curse. At the moment I do not apply curse, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. Consider this one is not gonna help us against the bosses we're about to face. We have also found a better 20 weapon. And we're gonna keep for sure, but it will require level 8, so we're gonna keep it in a second, and that's +1 to summon in allegiance. Bro, this run is cursed. We have so much power. Holy. I'm gonna still switch to the single one-handed because it's better. I should have actually taken Lipslam there. I think I get Lipslam here, right? Let's see. No, Lipsen is gonna be later, definitely. So we can sell this and this. Wait, this one is actually probably better than what we got. Let's see. We found so many items in this run, it's crazy. 20 dexterity, fire res, cold res. Oh my god, this run is incredible. Yeah, we found so much stuff. This is not how my list is usually. This is definitely not. Um, I'm thinking about. Nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, let's do this. Let me check my YouTube people. Are you ready, bro? Yo, Commander. I'm sorry if I didn't see you before. I'm trying to check 2 different chats on Twitch and welcome, Commander. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to make a very first, a very beginner-friendly kind of guide for people approaching the game for the first time or people coming from Patrol 2. Are you a Patrol 1 enjoyer? Are you ready? I am ready. I am not super ready because I still don't know what I want to play. I have so many options and so many things I want to do. Definitely this test run on Marauder is getting ridiculous. I found so many powerful items this early in Act 1. That is pretty crazy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be that lucky tomorrow. Like, having already all my links in place. I'm sorry that I saw you probably too late if you've gone, but otherwise, you're welcome, of course. Now, yo, Freddy, what's up? What's up? I need to check 2 chats at the moment. So I was checking Twitch chat and somebody was writing to me on YouTube. Insane now to have a multi-streaming, you know. Oh, what the fuck? Well, what the fuck? No, you cannot say that. Let me check my audio in here. No, you cannot say that. Yeah, you're right. It's super bad. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? I didn't touch anything. Super bad. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch anything. No, it's not like a stream. I was still streaming yesterday too. Holy shit! No, it's not like a stream. I was still streaming yesterday too. Hold on. Holy shit! Hold on.
Now it should be better, right? Now it should be better, right? Okay, so let me fix. So basically, my voice mod, which is the stupid synthesizer I'm using every time, decided to pick my camera instead of my microphone for some stupid reason. Why? I was talking for a minute and I need to redo everything because I didn't check my volume. I knew that yesterday was okay, so I have to redo it from the start. This character, ready, okay? This character, Act 1, Mud Flats, first Quicksilver. Then you get to the guy Hail Rake for the second. It's Hail Rake. I don't remember for the second Quicksilver, and I get this Dodger's Damning. Then I got the 3 link on Marauder. Then I need a 3 red link on a chest, and I got 3 link blue and red and green for whatever I want to do. This was my character at this random start, you know? Insane. This is definitely not what's gonna happen tomorrow if I play this character, you know? Definitely not. I know, no, but the chest, you skip it in the first couple of zones. You don't skip it for all the run. Only Tai and the other guys, they run with the chest on their cursor and they are able to do crazy shit, but I'm not doing that. I skip it for the first couple of zones and that's it. All right. Now that my audio is fixed, I need to redo everything. So let's delete this guy. He was a good guy. I keep it in mud flats because the Roas in melee, Roas destroy you. So I advise also in the video, I was advising people to keep your chest plate in mud flats because the Roas are too dangerous. And yeah. You see, how's YouTube? Because I don't want to neglect my YouTube boys now that they're so nice to me. Welcome all the viewers on YouTube, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm gonna try to be more careful with your chat as well. Now on, I have it right here next to my Twitch chat, so I'll be able to see if you're typing something. So, 1 mana left build. Look at this. Look at this guy. I think I've never played a Templar that was going this hard in my life. And it's basically all done by me. Because 1 mana left doesn't usually do leveling build or stuff like that. It just simply goes through the campaign with random stuff, and he's not a fast leveler, he's not good at explaining leveling. But I went through this with Rolling Magma. I put Stormbrand just for funsies, because then I'm gonna switch to, you know, I took this Runesmith, I took all the brand nodes here, I took Divine Judgment for elemental damage, here. So I just went through it. I was going to get Elemental Overload. Act 4, I'm basically now in Act 4. Level 30, Act 4, okay. Unascended. I killed Dominus super easily one shot. Never done it before in my life. I was always waiting level 33, 34 to do it. This goes hard. Frostblink, super underrated. It deals so much damage. Sometimes it deals more damage than everything else I have, even more than Rolling Magma. But Rolling Magma is basically the skill that you want to use if you are Templar, Shadow, or Witch. So with these 3, if you're going with Rolling Magma, you cannot miss. It's so easy to level up to Act 4. And then in Act 4 you get, if I remember well, in Act 4 you get Armageddon Brand. So now I am here. Act 4, the beginning of Act 4 of the Aqueduct. I'm not sure if it's immediately, but if I get through this zone, I mean, let me try. I don't even have a Lip Slam at the moment, because I swapped my weapon to get more damage. But if I go through my Quicksilver and just Frostblink, you will see that monster will start exploding. There is some rare or magic one. I just use a couple of Rolling Magma and they die. See, they just basically melt because of the combustion and everything. I can just go through. And I don't even know if I want to switch to Armageddon brand. I mean, Armageddon brand is very easy, but look at how much damage rolling magma does. It's crazy. And even Frostblink. Even Frostblink is insane. Insane damage. And on Witch and Shadow is the same. It's pretty much the same. Different nodes, but pretty much the same. At 1 to 3 are the hardest in terms of getting DPS. Yeah, but I got this, okay? I got this wand, which is 36 increased spell damage, lightning damage, and 2 to 47 lightning damage. Which, I mean, and fire damage as well. It's a lot of damage. Without this one, I lose 400 DPS, more or less. But it's basically this link. Rolling Magma, Combustion, Elemental Prolife. And this is more than enough. Then I play more with Arcane Surge, Clarity just for mana recoup, and Frostblink without any link as well. And usually before getting this weapon that I need to change, I was going with Lip Slam and Frostblink, and I was even running faster than that. So leveling wise, I'm pretty sure that this would be easy to get to map. From here going on, it's gonna be super easy from Act 4 going on. Because then if I get, after this I get Elemental Overload, this will give me 40% more damage, and then from here you start building towards Mind of a Matter later on. Before you start getting some mana nodes and stuff like that. More spell power somewhere else. So this is pretty good. The problem is with my Marauder, if I decide to go Volcanic Fissure of Snaking. But disregards, before doing the next one, before doing another run with that, let's check out the latest fan favorite, latest video from what is it? There we go.
Hey guys, I want to make a quick video on how to level Marauder.
It's becoming his trademark. I need to have a trademark for myself as well, Freddy. We need to start thinking about that. Hey guys, Popgun here. So it's hey guys. Anyway, let's check this out because he's making. I've never seen him doing a leveling guide for anything, so I want to see it. So this is a MordredOG to fan favorite, greatest content creator, Fabgan, talking about how he's gonna level up his Marauder, so we can see where I'm missing something, if I'm missing something during the leveling process, if there is anything that I can fix, and I will try to reproduce it on stream as well. I'm MordredOG, I stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube. Tomorrow, the league will start around 10, 11 p.m. Central European time, and I'll be here starting streaming and going hard on this game. I might be playing this build, so that's why I want to see how it is, and I want to try and give you the best advice in order to have a great experience at your league start.
In the least painful way possible. Marauder is definitely not like the fastest leveling class they can show on Act 1, but from level 12 onwards, it's really, really smooth. And I want to make this video more new player focused, making sure I'm going over everything. So if you're new to PoE, hopefully this video will help you. So I'll have this full PoE link down below. This is the full Marauder PoE. Some important notes here is that the skill tree, make sure you change this. We have level 1.
First thing, I've never done this thing ever. I always pick attack speed instead of damage. Why? Why is he going for damage? Volume is low every time this thing. How? Drop the compressor from the thingy.
On the 12, 23, 36, 46, 54, 66, and 72. This uses as you progress. There's only one slight respec in the tree where you swap all these nodes for all these life nodes after, level 50, because the life nodes are really, really valuable on Marauder. Being stunned is based off your life, so it is important to have high life on Marauder if you're not going to take Unwavering Stance, which I don't. So having high life is very important for campaign. Also has the Ascendancy order as well, as you can see. So you get...
Wait. What is the first one he gets? Crave the Slaughter. Every day. Also grant one increase attack speed. Wow. Getting this at lab 1 is so good. Holy.
Yeah, Crave Slaughter. Right.
But somebody else that I want to check later, another guy that is a cool streamer, he's gonna play Juggernaut. Because anyway, we need to consider that Berserker has a lot of damage. True, Berserker has a lot of damage. But Juggernaut, with those juicy endurance charges, is gonna be immortal. So I don't really know. And also, Freddy, there is a news today. Master, I call him Master now because he's a master. Master Rutu was checking some Chinese guy. Flicker Strike Berserker apparently is gonna be starter viable. And he's gonna deal about 10-15 million damage as soon as you get into maps, pretty much, with some investment. Interesting. Never played Flicker Strike in my life. I don't know if my eyes will be able to afford to do that. I need to check Mage Fist. What do they think about? But imagine Flicker Strike with Rage and Berserk. Holy! Flicker Strike Berserk might be the apex predator that everybody is leaping on.
Anyway. And then Warbringer. Now, this is not the most damage route, but you don't really need that much damage to slams. You already have so much. You can go Aspect of Carnage, or you can go Warbringer first to give yourself a lot more damage. But the speed from Creative Slaughter and Rider Ruin is just so nice, and you don't really need damage on this class. You're just extremely high damage as long as you keep your weapon updated. But even then, it's still like pretty chill if your weapon's bad. Also, I have this the same for the skill selection as well. It's like 1 to 3, 4 to 11, 12 to 15, 16 to 23, 24 to 37, and 38 plus. Also, a full note section. Make sure to check this. This will tell you, stuff about Volcanic Fissure if you want to farm it, Ascendancy Order. Also, a Venom Reckless as well. If you're unsure what is this, you're new to PoE or whatever, essentially you just copy this, then you go into any vendor, so like Act 1, for example, Act 2, Act 3, and then you paste it to the vendor, and it'll show what items you actually want. So I paste it to the vendor, and for this regex, it only showed like 3 links of like green, red, or red, green, and 2 links of red. So everything else, it just doesn't show. So it's easy to highlight, easy to see what you want. This doesn't mean you buy everything that's highlighted. It's just if you need a 2 red, it'll show it. Because you do need like 2 red or 3 red. Links are very important in PvE1 leveling, and it just won't show all the other useless gear. Usually like intelligence or pure dex gear, which you just can't use, and you don't want those colors. So regex, very useful. Would use it if you're new, but it's not that important. So for gear for leveling, this is something important to know. Essentially, your regular gear is just life and resist. I have none listed here because it's just life and resist. It's just very basic gear. It's whatever you pick off the ground and can equip. Your gear is usually really garbage while leveling. The only thing important to note here is the weapon. The weapon, you really want the highest fizz damage axe you can get. You can use a mace from Act 1 and Act 2, but when you get to Act 3, you want to use an axe because you start taking axe nodes. So make sure you make a 2-handed axe. So you can either try to make this yourself, ID it off the ground, or gamble it from the new vendors. So we will have gambling next patch as well, and I do recommend to use this, especially if you're a new player. It'll help a lot. I'm going to use this as well. Everyone's going to use it, but essentially there's going to be vendors in every single act, and Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, they will have it, and it's a gamble vendor. If
you go straight for this one, the Shadow Axe. I don't remember. This one is so powerful. I remember in Melee, who ended this one is the best one.
Really bad. If you haven't found anything recently, make sure you do gamble like an axe or 2. This is like lucky roll. It has a very high chance to roll good, and all you're looking for in a weapon is flat fizz and percent fizz, and you can always craft the other. So if you get a weapon with flat fizz, you can just go to your crafting bench and start your hideout, and then you can just craft, the highest tier of percent fizz you can, or the opposite. If you get percent fizz, you can craft the highest tier of flat fizz. So yeah, that's all you need in your weapon. Just keep it updated like once every like 10 to 15 levels, and you should be fine. There's not much going on here. You just want flat fizz, percent fizz. That's it. All the other gear is life and resist, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. You don't really need to worry about attributes while leveling. Amulet plus your skill tree will solve it by itself. Just make sure to keep your dexterity and intelligence gems at low level. That's it. You can level all your strength gems to maximum. So let me quickly talk about the level and skill tree and the gems you use, because Act 1 is the roughest for Marauder. Past Act 1 is completely fine. So Act 1, you're rushing all these fizz damage nodes and immediately rushing versatility. Now there's two reasons why you rush this.
For accuracy. Maybe also for dexterity, but most movement speed, but it's mostly for accuracy.
And why this is so important. One, Marauder is not accuracy cap in Act 1. Very
Exactly.
unfortunate. It's the only class.
Exactly. I seen Zizaran doing a run. And he didn't pick up this node, and he was missing like 3 hits out of 5. That was so bad.
That isn't. So you have to rush this to be accuracy cap. The other, it gets plus 20 dex and intelligence, which allows you to use other important skill gems like Frostblink and major movement skill for your leveling build. So yeah, you rush this, you take all these nodes and immediately get this, then get these 2 hidden nodes after. And also just go to skill gems real quick. Level 1 and 3, it's just Ground Slam, Ruthless, Chance to Bleed, or Momentum. If you don't have a triple red or you have a double red, Ground Slam and Ruthless together is just fine. Level 4 to 11, this might seem weird if you haven't.
Shield charge, actually shield charge. So from level 4 to 11, shield charge is the best melee skill. This is crazy. But yeah, I heard about this. So actually shield charge.
Like level Marauder before, but the most efficient leveling is shield charge, as in you will use shield charge for your main damage. Now, if you haven't practiced this might feel weird and might feel awkward. So if you don't want to do shield charge, you can just do Ground Slam, Ruthless, Chance to Bleed until level 12. But I'm going to do shield charge. I have practiced this. It's fine for me. But you use shield charge, Chance to Bleed, Momentum, then replace Momentum with faster attacks level 8. This is the optimal way to level. But once again, you don't have to do this. It can be a little bit challenging, especially if you're a newer player. I would just stick to Ground Slam. Like I said, Marauder is quite a struggle in Act 1, but it becomes completely fine when you get level 12. Also, Holy Flame Totem, you just use this for like extra rare or extra boss DPS. So for Dweller, Brutus, and Fairgraves, it's just a little bit extra DPS. It's not that important, but it is nice to grab. It's only like 1 Wisdom Scroll. And then, of course, Frostblink. Level 12 onwards, when leveling gets so much better. You get Sunder, which is a massive damage skill. You see at level 1, it has 274% effectiveness at damage. It's very, very strong. You want to combine it with Ruthless and Chance to Bleed. If you don't have 3 red, you can do 2 red, 1 green. So you place Chance to Bleed with faster attacks. Leap Slam, so when you swap to a 2-hander, or if you're using Ground Slam, use a level 10, but obviously you can't use Shield Charge, so you don't have a shield, so you swap Shield Charge with Leap Slam into your main movement skill. Then of course, Frostblink, Blood of Sand, these aren't be links. Make sure when you're using Blood of Sand to always stay in Blood stance. It's just 10% more damage. You press it once and forget about it for the rest of the campaign. Intimidating Cry, this doubles your next 2 hits. It's a very, very strong ability. More importantly, you want to try to combo this with Ruthless. So Ruthless makes your every 3rd attack deal 70% more damage. So if you combo the 3rd attack with Intimidating Cry, you get 100% more damage, and that is multiplied by another 70% more damage. And you pretty much just one-shot like anything in the game in campaign. It is a lot of damage. So do try to combo it. It's not that important if you don't pay attention to it, but it is something to note. Then level 16 to 23 is when we start getting auras, so we get Held of Purity and Held of Ash, and that's the only change here. It's just more damage, free damage auras, nothing else to really say here. Level 24, this is when we start getting a little bit more gems. So you have the option to use Vulnerability. Vulnerability is just quite nice. You self-cast it on bosses only, it lasts for 8 seconds, and they take increased fizz damage. You don't have to use this if you don't want to. It's just an optional button press to get more damage, but this build already has so much damage, the choice is up to you. See with the Infernal Cry, I would press this. This essentially gives you better clear because it gives you explosions on killing enemies and gives you fizz extra fire damage. This one is pretty nice, but it is optional press. And then the nice thing about level 24 is that we get Auto Exertion. So now
Auto exertion. Auto exertion is the auto war cry, right?
now we get to automate 2 war cries, Intimidating Cry and Seismic Cry. So essentially you're just using Sunder, and then optionally, if you want to, Vulnerability and
Yeah, because the annoying part of this is having to piano all the war cries. But if you can auto exert, it's pretty.
Infernal Cry, and that's it. Then level 38, the last swap. The only thing that changes here is the Sunder links, where we're doing Fist of War, Overexertion, and Pulverize over the previous links, which was Ruthless, melee fist damage, and faster attacks. And yeah, that's it for leveling. Very, very simple. Not that many button presses. Oh yeah, Blood Rage is also level 16, forgot to mention. This refreshes on kill, but this gives you frenzy charges and gives you a lot of attack speed, so it's very important to always press this while leveling. And on top of that, it also gives you attack damage leech as well. So yeah, this gives you leech, attack speed, and frenzy charges. Make sure to press this. It refreshes on kill, so you press it like once per zone. But that's it for the skill gems. I'll quickly go to the skill tree of the other important nodes you should be aware of. So I already talked about this, where you rush versatility. Then we go to the next area where you want to rush Rezo technique. This is very nice. You don't really care for crits campaign because you're not stacking crit. And your hits can't be evaded is really nice on Marauder because you have no accuracy otherwise. Then of course after this you're going to rush Axe Mastery. Axe Mastery is very nice. One, it gives a lot of attack speed. Attack speed is really nice for campaign, so you are quite slow. And it also gives you rage on hit. Every one rage in this game gives you 1% more damage. I think it's the exact same as PoE2 actually. As for the next skill tree, now we're going to start picking up some rage nodes and Warcry nodes, and also some mana cost reduction. This is optional. If you feel like if mana is fine, you don't need to pick this up. But I do pick this up because it does feel nice to campaign, as the only way to regenerate your mana for campaign is the mana flask. I had this question before. You don't have mana leech for campaign. You have to press your mana flask. It's not a big deal. It's just how PoE 1 level 1 is. So I personally would grab all these rage nodes first, and then the rage mastery, and then grab these life nodes into this Warcry mastery and Measured Fury. This is a lot of damage. +1 exert attacks means your intimidating cry goes from 2 exerts to 3 exerts. So you get that 100% more damage for additional attack. And also more importantly is Warcry's cannot exert travel skills. So without this, your leap slam will just consume your exerts, which is not ideal because obviously you don't want to hold down your leap slam because it doesn't really do damage in the first place. Yeah, very important to pick this up. Then pick this mana cost wheel if you want it. After that, we're taking up more life nodes. Life nodes are really, really important for Marauder because once again, the higher life you have, the less chance you'll be stunned. So pick up life nodes wherever you can. Come down here, pick up more rage nodes, more life nodes, and fortify. Fortify is also extremely good. One, this gives life regen, so you have like 2% life regen per second from this wheel, and 20 fortification is 20% damage reduction. So yeah, very nice. Just essentially defense nodes, because Marauder already has so much damage over what is Mulin and why you should do it. Especially if you're more so new, this will give you a lot of power, and it is optional to do. So if you're speedrunning or new, this is something you probably should do. It's not mandatory. You can skip it, but it's pretty simple and gives you a lot of power in Act 1 where Marauder is the weakest. So essentially on League Launch, you'll make 2 characters, a Ranger and a Marauder. The Ranger essentially is going to give you bonus currency at level 1, so you buy stuff like, you know, better gear, like a 3-link maybe, or iron rings, rustic stash, stuff like that. So yeah, you make both characters, then you log into your Ranger first. You just do the basics of, you know, kill a hungry corpse, get your gem, go to Hillock and kill him. So after you kill Hillock, you'll pick up everything on the ground. You're going to vendor everything in town but the momentum gem. So you take out your support gems, keep your momentum gem, and then you want to vendor everything here unless one of these items are actually useful for you. Like a 2 red or like, you know, 1 red, 1 green, stuff like that. And in this example, we got no useful items, so we'll just vendor everything here and take all the scrolls. You'll also talk to Tarklee first. So you would take any skill gem, doesn't matter. You're going to vendor everything here for more wisdom scrolls. Keep the portal scroll, of course. And then you look at the vendor, posting your red check, see if you got like any good links. In this case, we got like a 3-link
Holy shit.
chest, so I would like buy this. See if there's anything else good here. It's a 2 green, 1 red. So in this example, we got pretty lucky. We got 2 really good 3 links, both for our main skill damage and both for like a leap slam and shield charge. So we'll take this. Anything else? No, not really. We do need a weapon, but you can buy a weapon on Marauder, not a big deal. But just in case, I will buy a weapon here. And then after that, you essentially go to your stash, put everything in the stash, all these items, your wisdom scrolls, portal scrolls, momentum, your flask as well, and then
that's good.
That's it. You can delete the Ranger after this. It's completely done. That's what Mulin does. It gets you some nice bonus currency early, some slightly better gear, and if you're enough wisdom scrolls, you can also buy like an iron ring, which is more damage as well. And then you just log on Marauder like normal, and you're good to go. And that's pretty about it. I don't think there's much else to say here. Hopefully I explained everything in the video.
Now, I want to see. Let me see the guy that I was saying before. This guy,
Played a lot of.
this guy, I don't know if you know him. He claims, and actually probably is right, that Juggernaut is actually going to be better. So his POB, as you can see, endurance charges and more endurance charges here. So it's the same thing with less damage But
slams, both on the Berserker and the Juggernaut. I've probably made at least 20 characters spread between the two, so I know a thing or two about them. And the reason why I want to make this video is to discuss the differences between the Berserker and the Juggernaut, specifically with any slam skill, but in this case, a volcanic fissure of snaking. I made a graph here. Well, I've yet to make the graph. I'm about to make the graph with you guys right here. And all I want to do is demonstrate how fun it feels to play each character at certain points of progression. The campaign, early mapping experience, and then like T14 plus maps, you know, the actual mapping experience. So for the Berserker here, it's going to be like this, right? You start in the campaign feeling pretty good, and then you're going to ascend, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so good. Oh, I'm so fast to do so much damage. Dang. You're going to get early maps. It's going to continue. It's going to feel pretty good. Might start plateauing. You know, you're not making, you know, big enough upgrades. Then as soon as you get to T14 maps, it's pretty much going to go like this. Reason being, you're going to die. You're going to have much more dangerous map mods. The enemies are obviously higher levels. They're going to do way more damage. And you're going to have a lot of degen from Blood Rage and Rite of Ruin, on top of not having a very high physical max hit, and especially not generating endurance charges consistently. These are absolutely massive problems, and you will encounter a dip. It may not be as, you know, drastic as what I'm describing here, but there's going to be a dip nonetheless until you get more currency, upgrade your gear, level up your character a little more. You're going to die a bunch in this dip right here. Then all of a sudden, you know, it's going to level off, and then you're going to go, you know, up to maximum enjoyment, we'll call it, versus the Juggernaut. Here's what the Juggernaut's chart looks like. There you go. That is the main difference between the two. You see the endpoints, let's just assume these are equal, right? I'll put it right here so they're
be a jug.
You're going to reach the same end result on both the Berserker and the Juggernaut. However, the experience getting there is going to be drastically different. The Juggernaut, for all intents and purposes, is just massively quality of life filled, whereas the Berserker is basically just all about dealing damage and doesn't really care about survivability. You're going to figure that out the hard way again once you get to right here. So to reinforce this point even further, I've made two path of buildings. The link to both of these is...
The thing is, the real thing is that Berserker is gonna have way more damage with Berserk and with his ascendancy. He's gonna die more for sure, but then once you get the currency end point with the same amount of currency in the end, so with huge amount of currency, the Berserker will deal more damage and will not die as often. The Juggernaut will be immortal, but it's not going to have the same damage. That's the trade-off.
In the description below. Both of them are level 85 in a roughly league start scenario. I'll hover over all of the gear here. It is identical.
I don't want to see the whole thing, but I am not sure. Everybody's going to go for Berserk. I don't know. Probably Jug is the play. In particular, if you want to play hardcore, for sure, Juggernaut is the play, but is damage gonna be as high as the Berserker with Juggernaut? I don't really know. You can respec, of course you can respec, but if you go Juggernaut, you want to go Juggernaut to do end game super safe with endurance charges and stuff. They want 3 juggling, then no, it's the other way around, I think. Ah, you mean at the end game with all the currency in the world you will respect with in Berserk once you have all the good gear. Could be. But then I want to check also Mr. One Man Left because I haven't checked the last video. So this one is the Mjolnir Archmage that I was trying to replicate today. Well, the leveling to get here, but this one is easy. This is gonna be the end game plan he has. Incinerate of Venting Aura Stacker. This is what you want to do after Mjolnir, okay? And the tree is scary already. Holy shit, there is a lot of stuff here going on. What is this? Yeah, Incinerate is back.
This is not a league start build. This is not a league start build. If you are a new Path of Exile player,
go away.
Do not play this build.
Close this video.
You have no idea what's going on.
Run.
You just blindly look at this POB. Do not play this build.
Wait, what did you say?
Cheapest, no idea what's going on when you just blindly look at this POB. Do not play this build. The cheapest POB I am going to link in this video is 65 divides. If this scares you at all, do not play this build. Hello, this is One Mana Left.
I love this guy.
I'm going to do my build guide for Aura Stack Incinerate of Venting. Now, I first tested this build in 325. I played Zenith. Zenith was really good. And I got to the end of the league and started to prepare to plan for my new build for the following league. I was banking on them doing some self-cast buffs, some channeling buffs maybe. And they did. And the skill I used for testing was Incinerate of Venting, which was just buffed going into 326 by 34%. On top of the 34% damage buff, while it was already the highest effectiveness spell in the game, it now also has additional channeling supports. They're buffing the Infused Channeling Support gem. They're buffing a slew of caster things. They're buffing Arcane Surge. They're adding some new masteries for caster. Self-cast is getting a lot of buffs. Channeling in particular is getting even more buffs. So I had this lined up, planning for buffs, and we got buffs. So this is going to be my end league build. I'm going to start Mjolnir. I'll probably level through the campaign with Armageddon Brand, buy Mjolnir, switch to my Mjolnir build I posted yesterday, and then somewhere around the 65 div POB, I will switch to the Incinerated Venting build. But I'll do a few demos first, and then I'll talk about the build itself. So without further ado, I thought I'd show you something this character is really good at in Frisia. Okay, with further ado, I'll give some context here. In Frisia, there was a harder version of Titanic Exiles, and this build was really, really good for that. It did level 100 Deathless on Titanic Rogue Exiles, on Frisia Idols, 276 map mod effect at 94 mil XP an hour.
They were hard as
It
fuck.
was like the most stupid OP build, and it was fun. It was fast. It's good clear, good pops, good damage, good tank. But I'll just show you the closest thing I can make to Frisia Exiles. We can't make them that hard anymore without idols. So instead, the closest thing I could come to making Frisia Exiles for the sake of this demonstration was tier 17, 160 map mod effect, Titanic Exiles with ritual altars to store Titanic Exiles. And this is what I have. I am, I got a Xandro here who I've got down to 60% now. I'm guessing Tempest Shield. I took off Energy Blade just because I didn't want to accidentally kill the Tempest Shield while I was doing my intro. But, yeah, I'll show you these guys.
The energy shield is not even flickering. It's like 21k without the without
Admittedly, I
energy
did not probably bring the best filter for this. But this setup right now is like 140 mil DPS, so it's before the buffs. It's kind of baby mode.
baby mode.
Dude, I'm gonna like crash from this. I didn't get a Titanic Exile filter. Who's still up? Who's alive? Oh. Alright, easy. But, I mean, the build is good, right? Like, I've got pretty good clear. You don't actually clear with Incinerate. This is a misconception. People are like, oh, Incinerate's bad because I don't want to clear with Incinerate.
Is it
but you don't
Frostblink?
clear with Incinerate. I'm an Energy Blade build, and I'm using a 4-link Frostblink of Wintry Blast.
Oh, Wintry Blast.
And that's my clear skill. I have some generic damage scaling that affects Oriath's Flask. I use Oriath's Flask. I have tremendous AoE. What is this guy's EHP? Jesus. Oh, it's Titanic. Okay. I forgot that Titanic affects Omni. I have 154 pack size. But yeah, I mean, you just clear with Frostblink and Wintry Blast. It's actually super chill. Oriath's Flask pops. I scale AoE anywhere I can. And then just blink around. It's really, really fun. I know some people don't like the Whiplash because this resembles like Flicker Strike. But you don't have to clear this way. It's just understand, like, this is the best way to clear. You can if this is too like epileptic for you, you can drop the Echo and just put in crit multi. You actually do more DPS if you do that. Oh, I get an altar in the boss. Perfect. Oh, I can't do the altar during the boss. That's so lame. Oh, I was hoping I could do like the AFK exiles during the boss fight. Okay, well that's lame. All right, okay, this boss sucks.
This build
He's
is
like
gonna
just stupid
it's gonna
RP.
cost so much.
He still has the Titanic scarabs affecting him. Oh, it's a synth boss too. All right, with Titanic,
It just stands there,
What's
okay?
the Titanic? 3.08. It's getting nerfed in 326, unfortunately. But so it's 4.08 times damage from Titanic. I tried to make this map as hard as I could, but they're like giga tanky too from Titanic. Am I out of spend? No, I'm good on spend. Oh, he's Wisp too. Yeah, okay.
I also
It's still like
so
Wisp bug, renegade
synthesized
Wisp, I think.
so
he has not
Wisp.
4K Wisp instead of 2K. So Wisp plus Deli plus Titanic just make them stupid tanky.
It's a Titanic.
Flesh stance? Oh. Dude, why is it okay? Well, I was in the wrong stance for all that.
Also,
Whoops. Okay, so however tanky I advertise this, I'm actually missing 21% damage reduction. My bad. I just wasn't using 21 DR.
oh, I could
20,
see
right?
that.
No, is it 20 or 21?
20% damage reduction less. Ah,
Okay, they're pretty tanky with Wisp plus, I promise this character has 100 mil DPS. I promise. These are just like Omega tanky. And duh, I'm not a Juggernaut. I'm used to doing this on Jug. Okay.
and he's not a juggernaut. Okay,
I've
so
done that boss like 50 times in the last month on Zenith. And I keep forgetting that he lowers your action speed to like 0. Because I just ignore it on Jug. Well, anyway, I'll show you the real DPS, alright? Let's do an Uber Cortex. That's a good demo.
let's see the
I
Uber
forgot
Cortex.
he puts me at 0 action speed. I've been too poisoned by Jug quality of life that so like I said, you just clear with Wintry Blast basically. It's pretty comfy. If you can't take the Echo speed, you drop Echo for crit multi, and it's a lot more controlled. Like imagine just taking Echo out here. Like this is what it looks like without Echo. It's a lot more controlled. And then I would put crit multi in for like double damage because I only have like 150 multi without it. But it takes some getting used to at like the super high speed.
It's all. Is it
But
Archmage,
if
by
you
the
go
way?
all the way for Echo, it's like stupid fast. And
I remember Spicy Sushi was playing. He was playing the Ice Nova or Frostbolt. Yeah, it was an Ice Nova or Frostbolt. Used to at some point he used to go Frostblink, Wintry stuff with Archmage, and that was the damage.
you're buffing Echo next patch to no longer have a reduced damage penalty. So Echo's getting even more buffed.
Echo's getting better.
But,
Holy
like,
shit!
It's pretty comfy bossing with Incinerate. Like, for this Cortex, I'm not going to move the whole time. I'm just going to stand right here and not move at all.
Damn!
Actually, let's get some
Holy!
damage. Let's Silver Flask.
Okay.
I don't need tank where I'm going.
Okay, yeah. Silver Flask.
But yeah, I promise this is about 100 mil. Uber bosses
Jesus.
typically have about 250 mil effective health. Cortex does not have the damage reduction. Cortex and Maven don't. The other 5 Ubers do. Cyrus only in the 3rd phase. But yeah, no, I have like 7 meter AoE. So I can just stand still and just hit the entire room from this spot. And I clear with Wintry Blast. This is the most fun I've had playing PoE in like 8 years. I think the last time I had this much fun playing a build was Mjolnir Discharge on Ascendancy launch for Juggernaut. But I played this for about a week in Frisia, and I just zoomed through Titanic Exiles, and it was legitimately just so
The
fun.
damage is insane.
You get pops, you get
Oh.
speed, you get almighty.
Now to the bad part. How much do I need to invest into this? It's gonna be 600 divines. How many mirrors? Yeah, basically MF. I mean, Magic Find MF. Like, because that was all Titanic. Yeah, it's basically MF, but not really. It's just because it was the content was Titanic stuff plus ritual plus blah 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 blah. It's the mechanic of the scarabs more than, and tier 17 maps are paying a lot because of that. Titanic Scarab is the same. I think they're nerfing that a little bit if I remember well. But yeah, Titanic Scarabs in tier 17, they are all giving a lot of loot.
Tankiness.
I want to see
And you
when he's
get
talking
pretty
about...
good damage. Like, Zenith does better damage than this. Like, obviously, Mana Forge does way better. But that's not in the core game. That's only Whisperer. So it's... In its current state, it's noticeably lower damage than Zenith if I go do, like, Deep Delve. But with the buffs coming next patch, and a lot of the melee nerfs, it will actually be pretty similar damage to Zenith, maybe even slightly higher on single target, and then lower on multi-strike because, you know, multi-target shotgunning is too OP. But I'll go over the basics of how the build works. So, I'm an Aura Stacker. The thing is that for the longest time in this game, Aura Stacking has penalized lightning skills. Because ever since, like, the Heist Aura Stackers, naturally you want to either go Armor Stacker, or you want to go for spells, and if you go spells, you're going to go, like, Zealotry and Wrath. The problem is, Wrath, especially if you juice up a little bit of Aura Effect, ends up being, like, 50% more damage, and it only affects lightning damage. They have, for many leagues now, basically punished lightning spells, because lightning spells have so much utility, between, like, Archmage Wrath, you know, all that stuff. So, if you look at the actual spell gems in the game and look at them by damage effectiveness, the non-lightning spells are way better. Like, Wintry Blast, I know a lot of people think is a clear skill, or as a movement skill. It's actually got pretty cracked damage effectiveness, and it double hits if you scale AoE. And then, Incinerative Venting has more damage effectiveness per second than Penance Branded Dissipation, with 2 brands and Runebinder, fully ramped for 3 seconds.
Damn.
It does more single target than that. It has a higher damage effectiveness than the perfect scenario.
This could be also... This could be also a Sanctum build, except Sanctum is dead. I don't know if you know that, but yeah, they nerfed pretty much Sanctum to the ground. Their plan is not to provide the same amount of currency that it was in the previous leagues. So after 2 years, 3 years, what it is now, Sanctum, there are not going to be a lot of Sanctum players anymore because it's going to be pointless. But yeah, this could be a Sanctum runner as well, because the Penance Brand of Dissipation was the most used skill for a league start to farm currency. Original Sin, yeah, that's the only place where you can find Original Sin. But you're not gonna get the other amount of payoff from divines that you used to farm in Sanctum at league start. Yeah, Original Sin is still dropping there.
With 0 brand investment, 0 Runebinder, none of that. And it has like 1/5 the ramp. Like with my cast speed, Penance Brand takes 3 seconds to ramp. This skill takes half a second to ramp. It takes half a second to get full ramp. I know people think that this is like some built-up long channel. It's half a second. Penance Brand is 3-second ramp. So it's just a better spell from a numbers standpoint than basically every other spell in the game by a mile. And they're buffing it from 1,300 damage effectiveness to 1,800. Good spells in this game are like 400 to 600. This spell will have 1,800 damage effectiveness per second.
That's a lot.
All the new channeling support. But the problem is, it's a fire spell, and fire spells suck.
Yeah.
Lightning has shock, wrath,
yeah.
lucky damage with mercenaries from Kirkwill's Toe Tech. Fire has nothing. Ignite sucks. Okay?
Yeah.
There's no, like, the anger aura sucks. It's not more damage. They all suck. But using Energy Blade on Inquisitor with Spellblade support gives you all your flat damage. Because if you look at my Incinerate damage here, it's 400k. But if you look at it again with Energy Blade on, we're up to like 10 million. times 20, right? So all my flats coming from a 9k weapon, but that makes all the damage turn to lightning. So I can shock, I can use wrath, I can use lucky lightning damage next league with Perquil's Toe on a mercenary. I get all the lightning utility and all the scaling
Oh, then fire
while
skill.
using a fire spell that has the best damage effectiveness. And then, like I said, I'm aura stacking, but it's not necessarily in the traditional way. The traditional way to aura stack is you go all in on aura effect and you put inspiration everywhere you can.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, introspection everywhere you can.
Introspection.
But this is still a stat stacker, and it doesn't really actually care that much about aura effect, because I'm really just leveraging all these OP auras that don't scale with aura effect. Like, Flesh and Stone is the best aura in the game defensively. Doesn't scale with aura effect. Arctic Armor. Tempest Shield. All these auras that are... You're not incentivized to scale aura effect. I just want to get the reservation to fit them all. Obviously, when I have, like, Wrath, Haste, Discipline, Zealotry, Determination, all that stuff, you're incentivized. It's still a good stat, but it's not like the traditional aura stacker where you need aura effect like crack and you put introspection on every single small. Instead, you actually just go for like 3 passives and you just go all in on like res. You just get effect for res efficiency to cram more auras in, and then you get your stats. You get strength and energy shield because you're a Templar. So obviously this is the end game POB. This character is about a 3.5 mirror budget, so this is high budget. But let's bust out the cheaper POB, okay?
3.5 meters seems a little bit high.
Giga Planet Eater. I might link that modified in the description, but I'm going to link. This is a 2 mirror POB. It's technically budget. It's technically better numerically. It's not butter. It's better numerically than this character, but that's because I have the buffs in upcoming. So with the buffs, it's like double this character's damage. With similar tankiness, maybe even slightly higher. I'll link this character in the POB. I don't have the Perquil's Toe stuff on, because that's like a little too cheesy. But that is tech you can use next league on Mercenary. I have the Arcane Surge buff, the Incinerate buff, and then there's the new Channeling support, which I'm deliberately using a 5-link to ignore that then. So the 6-link is the new Channeling support. But yeah, the concept here, I'm doing a 2 large on this setup, which is easier because that's less clusters you have to go for. I like this setup better. Any setup that you can get that on a build that really goes all in on clusters, if you can get equivalent power on less clusters, it's always better. So this character had a 3 large, 6 small setup, but I'm getting competitive or better numbers on a 2 large setup here, so that's way better cost wise.
Only 2.
I made a cheaper.
Those class that are 1 meter each, but
this was no, that's the big. Oh, that's not the budget one. This is price checked at about 65 divines.
ooh.
I have just 2 smalls just to start to fit some of the initial auras. Obviously, the more smalls you add, the better. But I just started off with like a bunch of tier 3 stats that like aren't even the best stats. I'm doing an armor small because I want to get a little bit of cushion for Divine Shield, so that if I get a map that has like minus armor, I can still be Divine Shield. I like having a little bit of percent armor, and then Enduring Composure is just really good. You get an easy 1 endurance charge here, so this is just like 4 endurance charges most of the time. Endurance charge is OP right now, especially if you have like a decent amount of armor and you just sprinkle on 4 endurance charges. You're just so much tankier, and then you get the crazy like feedback loop of Divine Shield recovery. But this POB is like, I price checked it based off settlers prices at about the 1 week mark, and it's about 65 div. I'll link this in the description, but that's probably about the soonest I would transition. Like I said, I'm going to start Mjolnir. But, I mean, that's the gist of it. You're stacking auras that are by default good without much aura effect. And then you're just sticking in the no-brainers and then getting a little bit of aura effect for those. And then you're scaling lightning damage from Spellblade, Energy Blade, onto an absolutely stupid effectiveness skill that's getting buffed next patch despite already being the top effectiveness spell. Which is fire damage that sucks, but you're cheating now. That's the build. I'm going to take this as far as I can. probably about this POB. This is like equivalent budget to my Zen Wallace character in Settlers. So we'll see how it goes. I'll be doing the frequent updates on this one because this will be the build I play after Mjolnir swap. I'll see you guys next time.
Tempting. This is really tempting. I don't know, but this is really tempting. I don't know. Called Smite Slayer. Ah, yeah, I saw this. And everybody now is pushing out videos. Is your build bait? The jungle. Build to a clarity check. The fuck? Let's see this one. Quick. Jesus. Ah, this is with the new.
What the? That link is.
This is with the execution effect.
I could not see shit for a while there.
DD does clear this. How Kelsey? I don't even know what just happened.
League Star and Volcanic Fisher, yep. Fine. He stopped stunning me. Oh my.
Happened to everybody.
Oh, no, what were we doing?
That. What did he do?
Upgrades. I didn't send. Oh my god. Oh my king god.
You can open up Oak, and as long as you have enough recovery on your character, Oak should not be able to kill you. It's a great time to use the restroom, you know, pretty much do whatever it is that you need to do. So we're going to go ahead and do the Oak check. Remember, we were a little bit behind on our character, so we'll go ahead and see if this works. I'll be right back. I need to go use the restroom. This is exclusive to Righteous Fire players. It's a hidden buff only for us. It's very nice when you're on this phase and it's tiny. You don't have to dodge. You know, you can just take a break.
I talk so much shit. Slayer wins, it's actually over for me. I have to retire.
The secret Righteous Fire perks, you know?
But like, thankfully that's not gonna happen. It's like, you know, we're good. We're good. Oh, I actually died. Let's go. Let's go.
He's happy.
Melees. Bro, I actually have some armor innovation too. That's the kind of death that is common if you still have Act 1 gear on. Because you don't have enough armor and evasion. But like,
Act 1 gear on Act 5? What? Ben, what the fuck are you doing?
I actually have some armor and evasion and they can bonk me like that.
Bro, look at that damage. Bro, that's actually pretty disgusting. And it's getting what you can call it, 3 more spikes. It's getting even more spikes after the change. That single target damage is actually nutty.
Holy DPS.
Like, Blade Flurry GC is insane, but it's just that Path of Math kept having these dog shit setups that were like really, really weak. Or like, you know, running abysses and shit, just like would instantly die and stuff. But if you don't do that... Also, Blade Flurry, like, the auto-targeting on it is actually absurd.
Never played Blade Flurry, but it seems cool.
I just don't think the race is me.
Stop at 5. Never mind.
The 6 link?
Rewarded for skipping over the 5. I just want to see 5 link. Yeah, just 5 link T16. See how it goes.
Ah, there we go.
Well done.
Easy. Easy.
Eu não tenho. Ah, velho, nossa.
Nicolas luck in practice.
And today I have my Valdo's map farming guide. It's pretty profitable. Here's just some gameplay. As you can see, good money. And I'll show you how I do this strat.
Optimize unique.
Bro, that portal's sick, and all you have to do
As you can see, good money.
to get it is give me money. I'm not even.
Ooh, this portal. With 2 gifted subscription on Twitch from next week, I think. I don't remember if it's immediately. No, it's immediately. 2 subscription, you get this portal. This is so cool.
Biased. I'm not even biased. Look at it. Give.
Bro,
that portal's sick, and all you have to do to get it is give me money.
It's give me money.
Not even biased. I'm not even biased. Look at it. Give me money. Like, holy shit.
Updated in game.
Wait, what? Wait. Damage? This one is the guy that today Rutu was looking at.
What?
好，他是这样子，没错。好，我放水世界。
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like it caps out at 20.
好，他是这样子，没错。
This one ramps out twice as fast. The Ramirez tech is actually super sick, dude. I haven't seen Ramirez since I saw Mjolnir discharge. That's actually crazy.
Mjolnir discharge. Holy shit! What a thing.
Crazy.
Oh, he's kind of cute though. No.
Yeah, I see the hits. I definitely understand the hits. Wait, and he gets this, and he does like double. Wait. Oh. I think I understand the interaction. Does the previous hit not count as? It counts as a new person, so it can keep hitting the winter. Oh my god, that's stupid. That's the interaction? Okay, so Winter Orb can only be hit once, right? But the secondary clone that comes out counts as another person, so it can just keep hitting it over and over again. So it's like...
Aha!
Like old... Oh! That's broken. Can't you automate Flicker? Can't you automate this too? Like, with Battle Mage's Cry and Battle Mage's Cry freaking Flicker? You can just automate this. Oh my god, you can just follow you? This is stupid. What is this game, man? And you guys nerfed Frostblades? I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm going next game, bro. I'm LE main now. Last Epoch main. I can't handle this anymore. I have people killing Ubers with level 75 characters with white gear and Flicker players getting 10 billion damage and they nerf Frostblades. I'm done. That's it for me. That's what this guy's doing to your Ubers.
Wait, what? Hold on. What? What happened right there?
That's it for me. That's what this guy's doing to your Ubers.
Gear plus 3 overview. What? Who is this though? It just has one tincture. I don't recognize this skill.
Nice game, guys.
Replica Tripanon. Tabula rasa. This item probably... I don't know. What? This one is the... I forgot the name.
Guys, you're getting paid to nerf the wrong... Dude. I put this gear together on standard, so my character's weak as... It has like 4k life, and it has like 4.2k life, and it has no chaos res, so I'm really, really scared here. But you can see like the DPS, and you can see the clear, but I don't like play lightning, I'm gonna be honest. So hopefully like 3 days in, my build will look like this, because this is probably like what I had 3 days in from last league.
Did Rutu say he's league starting this build? I'm not gonna play it unless he's league starting it. He's doing the new gym. Oh, he's not even playing it. Is there really drama about someone's voice? Yes, Fub is legitimately obsessed at this point with this. He brings it up. I kid you not. It's been over 10 times now. He's brought it up to his community, and like I don't know what he wants at this point. Like I don't think it's just a meme anymore. I think he's literally trying to do like a pirate software thing with me. I mean, I'm sorry.
To be fair, I've never opened a Snoobay POB in my life, so
Oh.
because I would never play a Snoobay build. Wait, I think I just contributed to the drama by saying that.
Yeah, exactly, Exile. You just contributed to the drama right into a clip that was perfectly done. Well done.
Man.
Who was? I was so excited. Yo, he does need 3 days, right? Why did Jesus need 3 days?
What do you mean?
Shit. Alright, he's gonna come back. He has to predict his own death of a build. He's gonna come back with a new build, dude. With a brand new build. With Tempestuous Steel.
This is actual, like, pro gamer reaction time. Look at this. He goes for the spell Connor the normal way. In human reaction time, sees his error and changes it to ER. Quarter second, I shit you not. This is like pro league player reaction time.
Pro League play reaction. Ah, yeah, he done it.
Dude, what? Hold on. I need to show you this. Hold on, dude. That didn't count. I need to show you what this should look like for me, okay? That didn't count, okay? Okay, look at this. I'm using a display capture this time. Let me show you this, okay? Oh my god, it fixed. I swear to god, it fixed itself, dude. I swear to god, it fixed itself. I shit you not. Dude.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I've seen the videos you guys have sent me of the miners, and like I feel like you die in like one hit to a ball, and the DPS uptime feels pretty bad too if you're constantly dodging, right? What the reap mines, dude. Oh my, dude, sent me a clip of the reap miner, like the bill. Okay, I hate you guys. I hate you guys. He isn't beating the allegations.
Arrow. Okay. First of all, don't say arrow. Okay. Hugely incorrect. Okay, it's aeroplane. Okay. It's not the same caliber of player. Okay.
Link the VOD where he kills Act 5 Katava to the 2-minute 11-second mark, or I'm permanently banning you. Quickly, chat, hide him. You guys aren't doing a very good job of hiding him, I'm gonna be honest. I can see him right there. He's up here. What the? Yo, I'm gonna ban that guy for snitching. Yo, that guy is definitely a Junggrown viewer. Holy snitch. What the? When vendors refresh, so vendors used to refresh their inventory every time you leveled up. Now it's a, what do they call it? What do they call it in Wolf of Wall Street when they're eating the lunch? And he's like, you know what this is? Yeah, it's no one knows what it is. I actually picked a weapon. A Fugazi, yeah, that's what it is. It's one of those. Nobody knows when the vendors reset. They do it at random, and they do it for fun. They do it to ruin your day. They'll keep some dog item on the vendor for 6 levels straight. I don't know.
My weapon just brand ran out. Aw. I can't tank those, I guess. Oh wait, I probably could have tanked those if I just press my sapphire. Wait, these aren't sapphires? Oh my.
I like spicy sushi, it's so funny.
It's so awkward. I'm like sitting there waiting for Arcane Cloak to come up. I mean, dude, all I can do is cope. Like, I'm trying to find cope because I can't use Katavas really, unless I just play Ice Nova with way less DPS. Even if I toughed through it and played Archmage so that I could do the content that I want to do, it wouldn't be worth it because I'd be having so little fun on that build trying to do Ubers on that like 7 buttons. I feel like I'd rather just play this and have fun.
A damn Jungle Valley Park. But Park Mesa is like absolutely godly. Map meta say, yeah, this one quadrant right here, chat. This one
Ooh.
section saves the entire atlas.
Jungle Valley, Mesa Park, Underground Sea. Wow. This is so good, Next League. Damn. And then Arcade Toxic Sewer as well. Holy. This is super good. I'm just gonna go through this 4-1. Maybe some Toxic Sewer as well with Arcade. But yeah, they put the heart, the little heart in here. This one is nice for. This one is nice when I want to do some blight. I go in Toxic Sewer and then I farm them in Arcade. But this 4, holy, this is so good. What else I do? Some Coralluni and Grotto. Yeah, those one pretty much. Oh, this 4 is so good. Also Colonnade. Sometimes I farm Colonnade for fun. I like that map.
Or this and this one. Toxic Sewer is a tier 12, which means this must be either a 12 or a 13, right? Probably a 13. So, Crystal Ore, Pier, Malformation Armory. Armory was over here somewhere.
Armory
Pier
is
was over
there.
here. Malformation's here. Which means there's a beach. Beach is the only thing it can be.
Ooh.
Beach Toxic Sewers is insane too.
Oh,
Wait,
this is good as well.
Right, this atlas was worse than the previous atlas, but because they connected all the good maps to all the good maps,
It becomes
godly.
better. It's
Like,
become way
we
better.
lost more good maps than we gained, but they just put them all together. All
That's-
the good
that's
maps right
amazing.
next to each other. Holy. City Square, Tropical Island as well.
Also?
Damn stupid, where's that?
No way.
Tropical Island, City Square. Wow.
Damn.
Hot as well. Dunes and Defiled is a big winner. Where's Dunes and Defiled? That is hard.
Did they just do it by mistake or they put it together thinking about that? Because this is also so good. Tropical Island City Square.
That is really hard. If you care about Mage Blood card. But, I mean, people do care about that. Dunes is a tier 2. Dunes Defiled. That is
Dunes,
pretty hard. Dunes and
by
Alleys is not
Cathedral.
bad either.
Always.
Mausoleum and Ramparts is not bad either. Honestly, pretty good atlas actually. I thought this was a bad atlas, but pretty good. Like hey, they kind of put a lot of the good maps next to each other.
By the tier, it's the new maps that they're introducing in this season. They're like, it's like Shaper. There's Shaper on the maps. There's some white stuff on it.
Paper cam on the map. All right. At the end of the day, today it's already gone. Tomorrow will be the day. We haven't played much. I know, but it's already midnight, and I want to check the stalling with Zizaran and Queen and so on. So I will go for now. Not much practice. I will practice more tomorrow. I still need to decide what I want to do. I might go for Mjolnir into the Incinerate crazy Aura Stacker. But maybe just stay in Mjolnir for longer compared to Connor. I will see. I will choose it tomorrow. I still don't know. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, everybody. Nice to see you. And see you tomorrow for League Start. Be there. Gonna make history. Have a good one. Good night.